What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we have come out to a spot not far from my hometown, maybe 10 minutes out of town, and we've just come to the basically a bit of a dry tributary, an old bit of a stream sort of thing. I have done a little bit of research on this area, and apparently there was gold found here. Judging by all the stacked stones behind me, the old timers were in this specific area. I'm not sure if it was something they did back in the 60s or back in the 1800s. That I'm not 100% sure, but going off all the old bottles and old cans I've been finding, I'm assuming it's maybe 60s, 70s sort of stuff. But I'll get all my gear set up and we'll start just doing a bit of crevicing and gathering as much material as possible. Then we're going to go find somewhere to pan all this out, So make sure you stay through all the way to the end and I'll show you all the findings we get. Also, if you're not a subscriber already, go down, hit that subscribe button, and let's see if we can't get this channel up to 20,000 subscribers, guys. So go down, drop a subscribe, drop a like, drop a hate comment, whichever the case may be, and let's start doing a bit of prospecting, I've scraped back a bit of material sort of in the center of this stream. I've gotten down to what appears to be a bit of bedrock there, so we're going to gather up some material from that spot there. We're just going to work our way down, just sort of popping rocks and crevice and all this sort of material. We've got a bit of a change in rock here. This kind of looks like a bit of a basalt kind of thing. Maybe not. I'm not an expert on this kind of thing, but we'll probably take a few samples from down in here as well and see if we can't crevice that. And we're just going to fill those two buckets up with as much material as possible, and with a bit of luck, once we go find somewhere to pan it out, there will be gold in the bottom of our pan. Look at this. Material. Let's put this aside. So we're just going to sort of break up all this loosey dirt looking material. There probably could be gold in it, but I want to get a good true reading, so I want to get down to basically the bedrock, or see if I can't start finding some nice rounded river rocks. For those who don't know what I'm doing, what I'm after is, what I'm chasing is the rounded water-worn river rocks. That gives me the indication that water was flowing this way. There's chances for harder packed gravels and all that sort of good stuff. And if you watch previous videos of mine, you will see that I love working crevices. So I think we're getting down to what appears to be a bit of a gravelish layer. Let's have a look. So as you can see right here, we got pretty much just pure dirt, and now we're starting to get down to like little pebbles, little rounded river pebbles. They're the things we're after. They're the indicators we're looking for. Now it's hard to see what you're doing in this sort of material, but just there you can see a bit of a hard packed stone, water worn stone there, which will be worth digging out. So basically I'm just going to remove this cruddy looking material, expose some of this better stuff, because I've only got 2 buckets that I can fill material with to go down and pan out. So I want to make them basically count. The reason why I'm only really crevicing is because the gold's the heaviest, and as it travels down this tributary, if it's going to drop out anywhere, it's going to drop out into these crevices, which are basically low pressure zones. Once it hits that, it's not ever coming out until this guy comes along. Over hundreds of years or over years of time, erosion, all that sort of stuff, all this lighter material starts washing down off the banks and covering all these rocks up and all this bedrock up. And basically people who are inexperienced would come along, just basically take a sample of the top layer, pan it out, no gold, move on. People like myself and other prospectors will come along, remove overburden, get down to a good hard packed gravel or a bedrock. They will remove that material and get their true test results through that sample or those samples, and that's basically the process I'm looking at doing today. I want to get down as deep as I can go, and basically if there's 2-3 little specks of gold, I know there's gold in this tributary, and I can come back, start working this a lot more and investing a lot more time and effort into finding where the best deposits of gold are along this area. But for today, we're just sort of out enjoying nature, having fun and playing with my little flying friends. Not the sorts of gravels, like it's just real crumbleish rock, as you can see, really brittle, really iron rich looking. Could be a good sign. So you can see the difference in the gravel, like that's dirt, and this here, you can see the water wornness to these rocks. So that's basically the difference in materials and gravels you're looking for as a prospector. We'll start gathering this material up and just working. Actually, I'll classify this down. Look what I found, guys. Heap of little quartz crystals. Might keep that, take it home, I think. Progress report so far. We have basically, I think that's bedrock just there. So we're just going to remove as much as we can off that and pretty much throw it all into the bucket. Okay, we have got down pretty good and proper in this little section of the tributary. Got out majority of the material. I think it's enough material in the bucket to give me a half decent result and just give me a good idea whether this tributary contains gold, or judging by the quartz crystals I just found laying on the surface, it could possibly contain gemstones as well. So I haven't got any gemstone creeks near me. I think if we find one gem, that would be awesome as well. I'll show you a look at all the material in the bucket, then we will jump in the car and head down to the creek and just give it a bit of a pan out, eh? So we got one full bucket. You can see there's nice water worn kinds of rocks in there and all sorts of stuff. We've made it back home. We're going to start processing the material, just panning it down. Carolee's cruising around on a bicycle. And yeah, we'll see if there's anything worth our time and effort for today. First pan done, and we got one little speck of gold. One speck. So that's a good sign that this bucket might have a few specks of gold.